And when I toured with Henry Rollins in Europe in 1994, I was so starstruck. I couldn't talk to him for the whole tour. And he actually came to me at the last show in Hamburg and was like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, man, I got to tell you a story. When I was 12 years old, I went to see you play with the Dead Kennedys in San Antonio. He's like, okay. I said, I did a stage dive, hit the ground. You saw that nobody picked me up. You grabbed me. I sang the second verse of Damage with you, and then you pushed me off the stage. He's like, you're that kid? And I was like, it's because, he remembers everything. And I said, yeah, that was me, and you just changed my life. And I said, I'm sorry, but I'm kind of trying to take all this in that I'm actually on tour with you. You're one of my favorite artists of all times. And I just don't know, I don't know how to express to you or to show to you what it meant to me as a, 12-year-old, 13-year-old kid.
There was this sort of Rollins cult of personality in that period too. So I guess that would be coupled on the fact that you also met him at 12 years old.
Being able to get to know Henry on that tour and just get to know him by watching him every night and kind of understanding how much energy he really put into his music and what it meant to him. And of course, he's an icon. And to this day, he refuses to sell out. And it's the coolest fucking thing because he's such a badass and he's such a great guy. And he's so honest and sincere that it's like the same with Ian, and you have to respect that these guys are the shit that killed Elvis in so many ways. And so have so much great respect for the art itself and the bands. Henry didn't have to take Candlebox on the road. He took us because he liked the music. I mean, he told me that. He's like, I like the band. I like what you stand for. I like where you come from. And he goes, now I like you even more. When I told him the story, that to me is, not a lot of bands get that opportunity, and not a lot of bands get somebody that they really admire tell them, I don't hate your music. I actually like your music, and fuck all the haters, and that's kind of how he was. And that's what he said to me. And that's just, that's a great gift, as a young man.